shuffle for the collective right now. I'm going to hold off before I start speaking and sharing what I have written down. Because for those of you who are joining, just be patient. For those of you who are joining later, I'm going to let some people join live with me, and then I'm going to address something that I was letting guide it to share with the collective. I've been up since before the break of dawn outside this morning. I was awakened by my ancestors. So I went outside and had a little talk with the universe, shall we say. So I'm going to give it a few minutes, maybe another minute or so, okay? And see if anyone is able else to join in live before I start speaking. 142. Yeah, so I have a few numbers that have showed themselves before I even started. And yeah, I just want to see. Can you hear me okay? Okay. I'm going to start 222. So the first few numbers that I got while I was sitting getting ready is number 27, 19, and 16. So this may or may not resonate with all of you, but for some of you, this is a specific message. And another thing, I heard someone praying or talking to the universe. And the question was, why is fear trying to show itself? I have it written down. Why is fear trying to show itself? Another specific message for someone, confirmation that the universe heard you because they sent me to tell you. So it's someone in the collective that watches me, that my soul is connected with. So for whomever or however many of you in the collective that is coming out of this a dark time and is asking, why is fear trying to show itself when you've done so much work? Well, I'm going to tell you. Fear shows itself because something doesn't want you to move forward, because they're starting to shake in their shoes. Okay? Because whenever you come out on the other side, basically you've grown your wings and you've become a mighty warrior. So that's why fear sometimes tries to overtake you, because it is a work of things that cannot attach to you because you've ascended. They can't reach you. Does that make sense? So they try to send fear to bring your vibration down. So that happens. Okay? Okay. So remember, a couple of things. When fear shows itself, look at it, address it, and that's how you overcome it. Been there, done that. Still working through it, actually. People say, how's that possible? Because I still work on myself. Just because, I get on here and I help the collective does not mean that I still don't go through battles. If nothing else, I fight stronger battles. Okay? Yeah. So, having said all of that, number 27, number 19, and number 16 is specific for someone. Been seeing these numbers. I do not know how this is going to correlate in the reading, but somehow it is. I'm going to use the White Light Oracle today. Very deep and intense deck because this is a very deep and spiritual reading. We have a full moon in Taurus, which is bringing to light your values, light your sense of stability, growing out of old things. Right? In the US today, we had time change. So, like I said, I was up before the crack of dawn outside in meditation and prayer. I was feeling really burdened in my spirit for the collective. In particularly, funny enough, divine masculine energies. I was standing in for the divine masculines today and also feminines. But the funny thing is I kind of laughed to myself and was like, okay, so now I'm gonna, how did I put that to the universe? Hold on, let me think about it. I said, so now part of my path is divine masculines, which is great, which is fine. And oh, this is not coming out right how the way I wanted it to. So, guides, please help me. Okay, they said share some of my twin flame journey. Okay, so I withdrew from my divine masculine because I needed to find my own inner masculine work. So, therefore, I have not put myself out there as much to address divine masculine, say, because I wasn't comfortable with it yet, but I'm getting comfortable. Or not comfortable, but how can I put this? It's so frustrating. Help me, guides. I had to find my own inner masculine strength, which is taking charge of my life. Somebody is working on confidence. So it's not that I didn't want to work with those of you who identify more with divine masculine energies. It's just because I withdrew my energy from my divine masculine twin. Okay. But I'm now being called, yes, assertive. Yes, asserting myself. I'm going to pull my chat up on this so I can see it better. I had to learn how to be assertive in my own life. And part of that was through my twin flame journey. And I also had to find my confidence and my own self value and worth. So I had to withdraw from my divine masculine, my twin. Yeah. But in doing that, I am now here, 9/11. That's a call to action. So it's time for me to take charge and move forward with what I was led and guided. So, I do not know how this is going to resonate for some of you. I do believe that a lot of you are drawn to my channel for many different reasons, but some of it could be because I believe that I'm a golden gray twin. We are able to stand on our own. My masculine was a catalyst for my spiritual awakening. It was to find union within myself. It was not for a physical union like some would think here in this lifetime. It was a union within myself. So I'm very appreciative of all of the lessons that I did learn. And I wish healing upon all. So having said all of that, I am going to jump into this reading 142 significant with the white light oracle. So I just want to see, I miss you too. I'm here. I've been doing a lot of work. So I want to see how all of this like groundwork that I've laid and have channeled this morning um, spills over into the reading. And please like, share, comment down below how this resonates for each of you. It's going to be different. It's going to be different for everyone, okay? So, having said all that, let's jump into this reading, okay? Don't forget to hit the like button. I have 4 people in chat, but I don't have any likes, so don't forget. Yes. Feminines, you're working on throat chakra, being able to speak, okay? So, step into your divine being. Pre-shuffle on deck. Thank you, divine angels, ancestors, my guides. As I open myself up to be a channel, allow your presence to protect me. Nothing formed in spirit or in physical shall harm me, for I am divinely protected, as is my collective. I'm gonna ring my bell. Y'all watch headphones, okay? Bring in the angels and release some of that karmic energy. Shake it up a little bit. Just one time is all you need. Okay. Spirit of the owl. Wisdom. Having wisdom. Look at that. She's bathing in the light, in the energy. Root chakra awakening. Divine feminines, people where root chakra awakening, we're grounding ourselves into this dimension using all of the knowledge that we have. Strong presence. Ooh, that's why. I was speaking, if you look in this picture, here is the balancing of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Normally, our feminine side awakens first, or for some, it could be switched depending on if you identify with predominantly masculine, if you identify with predominantly feminine energies. And I'm not talking about sex, I'm talking about energy. Okay? Your feminine energy is your loving, caring, nurturing side, right? Your masculine energy is your take charge, right? Stepping out, your confidence, right? When the two of these merge, you become a whole soul. Yin yang, perfect balance. Okay? So that's why I was led and guided to talk about some of those things. And the card which come out is the owl spirit. So some of you could be seeing owls or hearing owls. So 18, Tantra of the 639 Hertz. And you know what? 369. Look those numbers up. 639 Hertz. Some of you need to possibly listen to some subliminal messages in the 639 Hertz for your subconsciousness to heal at night. There's my owl spirit, but we're going to go with the foundation. Okay? And be open to that which seems unfamiliar or different. You will experience a breakthrough as you embrace an unusual approach. You are on a soul path of accelerated spiritual growth, which is swifter but not always easier. You do not have to contribute your own happiness, but you can dip into the bliss within your body to lighten your mental state and remind yourself that everything is working out beautifully. I love that. Everything is working out beautifully. It's according to plan, it's according to purpose, it's according to your path, right? A lot of those of us who carry that light inside of us, life has not been the best to us. We've gone through many, many transformations, recreated oneself, right? Feeling like we've fallen flat on our face, but in actuality, it was a step up. Spirit of the Owl, 800 852. That's the Hertz. And this caught my eye. The Oracle of Spirit Owl of 852 reconnects you to your authentic soul path and higher purpose. It is a sign that your mind is tuning into something true. It allows clear sight, seeing, and a higher understanding. You will be freed from a struggle and set on a creative and empowering and effective path of manifestation. This is a blessing of created psychological fire. Trust that the more you let go, the more that you will experience renewal and spiritual rebirth. The past is truly over, and now your new era is dawning. Collective, that is powerful. Recalibration to a higher order of divine purpose is now in progress. It is not always a smooth ride, but it's safe to be fearless as you gently hold space for new ways of thinking, living, and seeing to emerge. You are encouraged to let go of opinions, beliefs, belief systems that cannot support you now in your higher frequency status. You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through all of confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and that of a higher understanding. Powerful. The spirit owl is a wisdom bearer, the one who perceives the intended meaning, underlying words, and the truth behind appearances. Even in darkness, the spirit owl senses subtle movements with accuracy. The heightened sense of the spirit owl are keen to supernatural perception of your higher self. Your higher self sees through illusions and with compassion. It astutely recognizes the agendas of the ego and it tunes into the empowering energies of the universe to find a constructive way to express its loving purpose. There's that fear, ego that we called out in the beginning. Remember when I said face it? Mm. Your higher self sees through the illusions, but with compassion. It astutely recognizes the agenda of your ego, fear, and tunes into the empowering energies of the universe to find a constructive way to express its loving purpose. 852 is a frequency of higher self connection, which favors the clearing of the mind and of awakening of genuine insight and that of a higher understanding. With such clarity in mind, it's easy to recognize lower level beings and those who do not operate from unconditional love and out of pure wisdom. There is no attention to such beings, but a compassionate attitude towards them. What attracts the soul at this high frequency is the purest light of wisdom, grace, spiritual liberation, to which the soul is drawn for nourishment and for restoration. When we are thirsty, we do not reach for an empty glass, but we reach for one which is full. Seek nourishment that can truly offer you what you need. There's no sense in seeking another that cannot provide you because of their spiritual limitations. I'm going to say that again. There is no sense in seeking something another cannot provide you because of their spiritual limitations. You're outgrowing people. Keep this in mind as you awaken to the inner eye of wisdom. Seek the purest love to nurture your heart, and remember to share that freely. Wow. That is a whole other message in itself. But when we started, I said I had wrote down, why is fear trying to show itself? Why is fear trying to show itself? Because you're ascending. Okay, Spirit, where would you like for me to go next? My ancestors deck. Trust and thrive. Trust and thrive. The mighty staff, the divine. Trust. It's a trust fall. That's what my guides just said. This is a trust fall that the universe has your back. Release fear, release ego, and just go for it. Know that the divine has a plan and a beautiful purpose. Remember what this card says? Everything's working out beautifully. Look, the pearl. She's manifesting. You're opening up manifestation qualities within oneself. It's beautiful. My cards. Yep, High Priestess. Harness your mystic powers. Go back. Take all of those things, all of the wisdom, all of the knowledge through all of these lifetimes and this lifetime, and use it to your advantage. Love and let yourself be love. That's what we're talking about. Love. Love is the one thing that conquers all. Is it not? Love is the one thing that conquers everything. Love. Somebody cusses you out, you respond in the same manner. It's all right. Someone cusses you out and you say, man, you must be having a bad day. I'm sorry that you're feeling that way. I'm not going to take this personally because I understand you're going through a hard time. So I'm going to let it slide this time. But I wish you luck. Be surprised how the whole situation turns around, honey. Mirror Guardian, take time and reflect. Time of reflection. It's full moon in Taurus, right? Eclipse. Where is my, I don't know where my book went. Not supposed to use it? Okay. But just taking time and reflecting and acknowledging, like I was saying, all of the fear and the ego, right? Some of you could be looking actually into a mirror. I have a mirror over here. And every once in a while I sit down and I talk to myself in this dimension and other dimensions. I'm like, look here. Let's have a personal conversation with each other. Self, higher self, it's time to get it together. I do. I promise. I do it. I look in the mirror and I'm like, look here, self. Listen here. D, we need to have a talk. I'm going to talk some sense into you. I really do. Take time. Speak good things to yourself. Write on that mirror. I write on my mirror with lipstick sometimes. You hardly ever see me wear makeup because I don't like putting that mask on my face because I think I'm okay and beautiful like this in my raw natural self. Call it what you will, but I think my natural beauty is so much more beautiful than having a mask of makeup on. It's what it is. It's making up. Anyways, for those of you who like to put your makeup and have that feminine look, more power to you. But me personally, it's a waste of time. Because I'm going to be out here in nature having some fun. It's going to be sweating. I'm going to look like a fucking raccoon by the time it's over with, y'all. Like, for real, though. Think about it. Look like a fucking raccoon. Some black eyes, mascara running down. Look like a whole fucking hot mess. I'm better off just being me. I think I'm pretty the way I am. Why would I need to do anything about it? Are y'all cracking the fuck up with me? I hope you are. I look like a whole raccoon. Could you imagine me going out here to the creek where I go get my water at and I decide, angels, I'm just going to have a wash in the creek and sit down, and anoint my head with clearing water, and I'll have a whole mess happening. And I look like I got beat the hell up out there. Somebody's going to come back and think somebody done got me. Anyways, little humor never hurt nobody, right? It's just Mama D. My country ass. See, I run this rodeo. It's mom life, baby. It does. There's nothing wrong with putting your face on and like beautifying and feeling good and empowering yourself, women. But I feel empowered without it. But that's just me. Do what you want to do. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just saying, for me personally, it kind of works out that way. I don't like it. I ain't gonna do it. I'm a Taurus. I don't want to. I ain't gonna do it. We're strong. We're stubborn as fuck. We ain't doing shit we don't want to do. If you don't like it, well, fuck it. We don't give a shit. We find people who are like us that like to go graze out in the field and don't mess with nobody. Right? Kind of like don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Plain talk's easy understood. I watch my language a little bit, but that's all right because I'm human. So, since we was talking about me going out here in the forest and having a little fun, and listen, I like to wear makeup sometimes too. I'm not saying that I don't, but overall, basically, listen, I don't have to put makeup on to go out in public because I'm okay with who the fuck I am. Okay? It's not necessary. Your bird crunch. Bob your head with me. Bob your head with me. Bob your head with me. I just heard Ice Cube, and then you bob your head with me. I don't know. I got fucking DJs in my head. I'm in my 40s. What can you expect? I ain't gonna be channeling most of the new songs because I don't listen to that shit. Wow. I want to feel my energy with all that. Feel myself with something good. Some Temptations. Four times. I've been listening to some old school. Taking it way back. I have been listening to some Temptations, some Red Tops, some Four Top Hats. The Sisters. Hold on a minute. I've been listening to the Sisters. Tell you, hold on just a minute. Richie Valens. Lots of good stuff. Anyway. Yeah, that's what I've been listening to. The Sacred Forest. Now, I'm not glorifying all of the 80s rap. It's just time I grew up in. Sometimes I get lyrics in my head, things that, play through. Take it with a grain of salt if you want. It makes no difference. All right, Divine Sacred Forest. I blew out. Change. Dragonfly Spirit. Change. New beginnings at the bottom of the deck. I shit you not. Where's my little camera? There it is. Number 3. As you watch the dragonfly whisk across the surface of the forest pond with elegance and grace, her iridescent wings and elegance and grace. Messed that all up, didn't I? Start over. You watch as the dragonfly whisks across the surface of the forest pond with elegance and grace. Her iridescent wings and body shine in a kaleidoscope of color. Depending on how the light falls on her, she hovers, she can fly backwards, she can even dart upside down with seeming delight. The dragonfly spirit is letting you know that it's all right to change directions. It's okay to change your mind. You don't have to be consistent at every turn. This is a time to put the traditions and the expectations aside. Instead, you are being called to create your own traditions. You are free to express yourself and let your spirit fly, collective. Be willing to change your perspective, and good fortune will follow. Sometimes you need to back up to go forward. As people get older, they find it harder to change. So, to activate youthfulness, be willing to make changes without hesitation. Taurus energy, buddy. I just said it. Sometimes I have to go out in nature and act like a kid, right? Because I'm stubborn. I don't want to change. I don't want to do things. But I have to push myself out of my own comfort zone. Nobody else can do that except the divine and me, myself, and I. Just me, myself, and I. I have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to change. Full moon in Taurus. You think the divine's trying to give you a message? He's knocking on the door. Spirit calling me out, ain't he? I ain't above it, let me tell you. But there is new beginnings. There is a passage. This is the path to what? Enlightenment. See? Pathways to enlightenment. Knowledge. Turn that upside down right here. I want to see with new beginnings. You feel a tap, and I just knocked on wood, and in a flash of yellow, you see a daffodil fairy just fly by you. In a high, sweet voice, she says, "The best is yet to come. It's time for your new beginning." With glee, you race after her into the forest. And what is it that you find? Your passageway. Your passageway. As you walk, you come across large vertical stones standing in a circle. And in the center of that is your sacred forest. You know that to step inside of this sacred ring, it's not to be taken lightly. It is an act of power. With solemn grace, you enter. Immediately, you will feel that shift occur in you. It as if the floodgates of your soul have opened up and there is downloads of cosmic information occurring within you. I love that. A sacred journey is ahead. Deeper meaning is waiting to be discovered, and you are safe. What is it leading to? This enlightenment. It's the force temple. It's the pathway to enlightenment. You've passed the test. It's time to move on. The sound of delicate chattering fills the forest. You follow the sound as you walk down that meandering path into a very small clearing. Before you, a forest temple becomes visible. As you get closer, it feels that the chattering is penetrating your soul. Something seems to be shifting within you, and everything is the same, yet everything is not. Meditate on the light within you and around you. Connect with ever present energy of the divine. Right now, your awareness is definitely increasing. Your ability to understand the world, it's shifting. More and more, you will see situations from all points of view, and this will create an expansion in all parts of your life. This card reflects times when you are seeing the world, sometimes from just your personal point of consciousness, which is dramatically restricting at times. One sided views of life can block the vast influx of light, joy, and the connection to the Creator. Be willing to step outside of your limited points of view and see the world from others' perspective, and your life also will expand. In temples throughout the world, it initiates withdrawal from their surroundings, but in order to gain an expanded perception of their inner reality of life. Intuition, your healing abilities, that's what emerges during these times. Light will flood you. With enlightenment, you will also feel the expansion from a limited sense of self to awareness of the cosmos that is around you. The spirit of the forest temple says positive changes are coming. You are lighting up. Feel buoyant. Feel free. Your connection with spirit is deepening. Old beliefs about who you are and what you deserve in life, they're going to fall apart. And this will be replaced by incredible new paths. Look at that. Change, the new beginning, your rite of passage, and now you're on the path to enlightenment. Collective, coming out of the fogginess. No more fog, no more illusion. You're awakened to the fact that you are more than just a person existing in this world. You are a soul, you have a mission, you have a journey, you have something special to share with the world. Embrace that about you, just as the same as I am. If you'd have told me 2 years ago I would be on YouTube like this, all natural, speaking of spirituality, I probably would have said no. I would be retired somewhere on a beach, having everything that I possibly could want or need because I was living in my ego. And thanks to my twin, the catalyst showed me that those things were not important. What was important was that I spiritually awakened to the fact that it's okay to live an humble life. It's also okay to have abundance, financial blessings. Money doesn't make you happy. It might make life easier, but it doesn't make you happy. Think about it. You make you happy. Your soul makes you happy. You are your happiness. Quit looking for happiness in other people, other things. You do not need validation. You have risen above all of that. You are here to live an enlightened life. In light or enlightening. Right? I got an itch on my eye, so some of you are starting to see with your spiritual eye and not your physical eyes. That's what it's like to become enlightened. You feel the energy, good or bad, coming from others, right? Yeah. It's your soul, honey. It's your soul. Your soul has become awakened. That feeling of the heart just illuminates you, right? It helps others. So, I'm going to close on a good note of what is to come. I have not used my live compass deck in a very long time. I mean, a long time. But I do feel, look, split the deck at Wizard of Awareness. Life ring. Some of you look up this symbol. Okay? Look this up. It's your awareness. It's your illumination. It's your wisdom. And there's that sacred pool. Taking a deep dive. Just give us a glimpse, universe, of what's to come. Just a little nip. Just a little nip. It's funny. My guides, my ancestors are fucking hilarious, you guys. Like, I love them. 4311 on the time clock. I saw that. 711. Love that. Awakening from the deep freeze, are we? Change. Awakening from that deep freeze. Healing oneself. Going into the unknown. While being asleep, you found the things within your soul that needed light to be shed. You had to go into the deep freeze state to find your path and awaken to change, collective. The wishing well. What is it that you wish for? And ride the wave. The divine is saying, hey, what's your wish? What's your dream? What is your soul calling you to do? Manifest, speak it into existence. I love that. Been like a one-ring circus, handling everything, balancing act in your life. But you're coming out of this. That's past feelings. Setting your intentions. Look, there's that owl spirit. Owl spirit wisdom. Your intuition, 22, significant. The coming apart, the solitude, all of these things you have gone through. Ripping masks, tearing things apart, educating yourself. All of these. The compass. 50 represents change. I'm going to read this card in closing, but this is your life's compass, okay? This is your north node. This is what you're supposed to be working towards, right? My north node happens to be Scorpio. Those of you that don't know your natal chart, look it up. Find out what your north node is, because that's the direction, the true direction of your path, of your journey. What it is that you're overcoming in this lifetime. Mine has been transformation all over it, recreating myself time after time after time to make this version of me, because this right now is the best version of me. This is my best version. For a moment. Look at it. Oh, that's the wrong. I don't know where that book is. I have no idea. Interesting. Just a minute. Yeah, I don't know where the book is to that deck. That's all right. But that's a good place to stop. Finding your north node. Compass of your life. Direction. Finding your direction. Just stay focused. Listen, if ever you're lost, my grandparents used to tell me all the time, just find the North Star in the sky. Just find the North Star. It's the brightest star. Follow it. That helps you find your direction. There's a reason for all of these things that our ancestors taught us. Follow the North Star. Your true north. What is your true north? It's the compass to your life. That's what that is. And you've opened up the pathways to that using your high priestess intuition. So remember, be brave, be honest, and shed that old skin, because guess what? You're about to start enjoying success and happiness. Happiness. The sun, the happiest card in the deck. The sun. Track down your fears, but also track down your desires. The great hunter says. I like that. Kind of reminds me a little bit of someone I once knew. Still do. Me. I found me. I hunted my fears down and conquered it. Got on my path to enlightenment. And here we are, illuminated, shining bright. Also a gold ray. That was for me, or whomever may need that. But all right, collective. Thank you all. Really. I hope all of you have gotten something really powerful out of this today. I've been almost live an hour, which is fine by me. All right. Your pathway to enlightenment. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to leave a comment how this resonates for each of you, okay? Had some fun today. Laughed. Cut up with me. I like cutting up, you know? So let's run this rodeo. Let's do the damn thing, y'all. Be like Nike and just do it. Talk to y'all soon. Have a great day. Full moon in Taurus.